Okay, welcome back again, Bruno.
Hi again.
I'm glad you joined me. We are recording it second time, but that's the biggest classic I can think of, like from my childhood when I was like 10 or 11 years old. I used to rewatch it multiple times and I was always so excited. And like back in the days, you didn't have so much of the content for Quake and like demos, etc. So you had to download them from the sites and then rewatch them. But like I was super excited to watch this one, and I think that's the greatest comeback in the history of Quake. And reminding you guys, this is the game from like 2002. It's 16 August of 2002, and that's the QuakeCon Grand Final. And I remember there was a lot of frag movies, and like the final moments from this map were included in the a lot of the frag movies. And like some even some funny remakes in 2v2 in 2002. Like back then it wasn't so popular, but you had memes about it. Like you had like well, I'm not gonna mention like what people were like remaking with this final moments, but yeah, but that was kind of like the like I don't know, like if I was Chaoticz back then, I would be like depressed for years after this comeback. But anyway, let's jump to the game and like reminding again, it's the game from 2002. I didn't watch it for like good like 15 years or something, and recently I just like got to this game and like I need you guys to pay attention because I think the level of playing for these guys for 2002, I'm actually shocked like how good they were playing because now when I when I'm watching this game, like I really think they should play on much lower level than they did.
Hmm.
I'm not
As
sure.
someone who's never seen the game, I'm curious.
Yeah, like like I was expecting them like to do much more random stuff, like not really be good with timing, and especially not be good with aiming. But like here already the start, you know that they know response really good. They know how to start the game like perfectly on DM6. So like LeXeR is taking his time. He's gonna go for shards and then go for yellow. So it's like a standard play which you will see like on DM6 for years after. This is the interesting part. Like he didn't go for a ray gun, and I'm also
Yeah.
curious why.
Because probably no one could hit rails back then. I don't know.
That's what I thought too, but later on you will see like some decent like gameplay, like aim wise. Even here, I'm just curious if he's like, for example, counting rockets, right? I guess he doesn't because yeah, Chaoticz still had some rockets, and I don't think that was too smart from Chaoticz to stay there.
Yeah, I mean, if he's gonna shoot rockets, do it closer or go
Yeah,
away.
yeah. The respawn allow him to spawn like close to the mega, get mega and yellow, and be
What
in
was the weapon
advantage
respawn
still.
time?
I think it should be 30 seconds. I'm not sure. Or 15. I think it was always 15 in Joule. Like, see those angles? Like, they are very recent angles. Like, if you would watch a game like on DM6, even in Quake Champions, people were like closing their opponents on red armor and then like trying to shoot them from the banana angle or drop down to shotgun and catch them on stairs.
Yeah.
That's like pretty like new angles. Okay, so he conceded the mega health, right? Yep. He took his time to hit this rail, but it's already his second rail, so it means he hit that one on the bridge.
Yeah, indeed. And I mean, back here, I guess like rails in Quake 3 has some sort of weird delay as well.
Yeah.
So
He hit this one too.
yeah, it
And
seems like it.
see, like he's very modern in the angles, so like that already the level for 2002 is like pretty high. Especially that Quake 3 came out at which year? 99?
1997, I think.
7, yeah. Okay, that's a good catch from Chaoticz. And pretty good LG. See, like the response, they obviously knew the response because like Chaoticz went for it straight away.
Yeah, yeah, he's just straight going at it.
At LG,
He
yeah,
was completely sure he was gonna spawn there.
yeah.
But I thought in Quake 3 wasn't. I thought the spawns were random at some point.
They were random, but like I don't know, like there was a lot of like spawns on LG. I think near LG there is 3 spawns on stairs, like this LG corner on the left and the near jump to the yellow. And I think this one also on the shards on the left here. So like about 4 respawns here. So
I guess it makes sense tactically because it's the only weapon that has respawns close by.
yeah. Because like Chaoticz didn't have rail for quite some time, and LeXeR also doesn't have rail now. And it seems like LeXeR LG is not his best weapon. I will say. I think he was very famous for rockets and rail. And I remember when I was a kid, you know, like all those tricks with CFG, right? You were making your CFG like your favorite player, for example. And I always knew like which player using which color, railgun color. So I knew that LeXeR is very famous, either for like this purple dark blue color or for green color. He always like alternated between the two.
The only thing I know about LeXeR settings is that he used 2 sensitivity and 2 axle. Not even 0.2, actually 2 axle.
Yeah,
That's mad.
crazy, yeah. Okay, so he's trying to make his way into the railgun. Let's see if he will take it like without any punishment or like Chaoticz will actually try to kind of like punish it. Yep, okay, so it means that he's aware of like the weapon playing and like he's controlling the rail.
He forfeits it immediately, okay. And now Meg is up.
Yeah, and it's only 2-1 and it's like 3rd minute, so the game is quite slow, but I think Chaoticz will ramp up the frags soon.
Yeah, because he's 200 now, I suppose.
Yeah. And I just
Surely he knows that, yeah, he knows exactly what Lex is trying to do.
Yeah, he's like keep the control over the breach and red armor and mega health. Also, it's 2002, guys. The main price at QuakeCons back then were like usually 20k. So I just wanted to mention this as well to you guys that in 2002, 20k was like 20k USD was completely something completely different than it is like now. Like 20k now is like it's like nothing compared to 20k what was like in 2002, especially for people from like Eastern European bloc. Okay. He got the railgun. Let's see what he's able to do with it. That's a good like rail from Chaoticz. Okay.
Ooh,
That's perfect. So, okay.
He can't even wait for the L, he just has to run, but Chaoticz too fast.
Yeah, and the catch was good. The catch was good. So, okay, so LeXeR has nothing again, and he needs to build from the scratch, so... that's why it's also like, I'm not sure if the game was more difficult than Quake Champions, but look, like after you spawn in Quake Live, you have big trouble, and you need to build anything from the scratch, so that's why like... people used to describe, like Rafa described the playstyle of Cooler in Quake 3 like kind of like boa snake, because like Cooler was doing like this little thing, like when he respawned, he was taking the control of the map part by part. So if he spawned on LG, he secured LG, he secured the shards, then he tried to expand to yellow. As soon as he got control on the yellow without taking any damage, he was trying to expand to maybe rocket launcher, then went back to yellow, get the yellow, and then expand to rail, and he was slowly kind of like taking the map away from you, and then he was setting up the trap somewhere in the middle to catch somebody, hit the first initial damage, then fight for the main item. So he was kind of like, you know, building his way into control. Now in Quake Champions, for example, you get slash, you just respawn, you press ability, and you just fly into the railgun, you steal the railgun, and you are in the game, because if you hit the railgun in Quake Champions, you kind of like almost same stack.
Yeah. This is a lot more punishing to die once in Quake Live or Quake 3.
Okay. That's good for LeXeR. Oh, that's a brave rocket jump. That's a good cutoff, to be honest.
Yeah, he knew if he let LeXeR stay there and do damage at the red, then it could become problematic. He just cut it off by the root.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Okay, good. LeXeR didn't actually like forget the timings of the items.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching and I forgot when the Mega was coming up.
Yeah. We don't time as good as LeXeR. Okay, so next armor is red coming up. LeXeR still doesn't have a railgun, so he's easily punishable, but he managed to.
Now stacks are even as well, finally.
Yeah.
But LeXeR still doesn't have the rail.
Yeah, and like Chaoticz is doing, both of them are actually doing good job when they got rail to punish somebody on the red armor and make like the damage after the pickup. Okay, that's a brave like run, throw them up.
Oh, a little bit too late, and yeah, his LG is not hitting anything.
Also, I'm surprised that like him going for yellow armor put him out of position for red. So that was the problem too. I don't think he should have gone for like yellow or try to do it faster. Now Mega and Heavy and Red are about the same time, and Chaoticz gonna take both, I think. Yep. Okay, these rockets won't do much. I like that he's taking this high ground position now, so it's like eliminating the chance of like Chaoticz rocket jumping up, and also gives him a little bit of position to like block the stairs to the bridge and maybe take a railgun.
Yeah, and most importantly now, like he'll be in position for the next red. Even
Yeah.
if he doesn't take it, he can do damage or
Yeah.
delay Chaotic, so he can take the Mega after.
And that's the way of thinking for him as well, because like see, he's like expecting Chaoticz to be climbing up. Like he was almost sure he's there. He still doesn't believe he's not there. Look. Okay, but why didn't he go for railgun? That's my question.
Maybe he doesn't like rail.
He does. He does. And he did a lot of damage like in the beginning. You know, when he was leading 1-0, he was like he already had an impressive, and it like opened up so many situations for him.
Okay, but where is Chaoticz then?
I don't know either. He probably went down somewhere to the shotgun area. And
to do what?
Now I don't know. Now he's probably securing Mega.
I think Red is before like 3 seconds before Mega. What items are basically at the same time?
Okay.
There comes Chaoticz.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Okay, still doing damage.
Oh no, but oh no.
Yeah, like
LG was nothing.
We do see some, decision-making things that eventually got a lot better.
Yeah.
Especially
the control.
The aim was definitely not there back then. That's the biggest difference, right?
Like what? What did you say?
The aim was definitely not there as it is today.
Especially LG.
Playing, like ball mice and stuff, and the peripherals were not as good.
Yeah. The thing is, I feel like Rail and Rockets were really, really good, especially for LeXeR, but LG was not there.
Yeah.
But in general, back in the days, like LG was difficult, and it was more difficult in Quake 3 OSP, like first versions.
Yeah, people say it was basically like playing LG with like
this
when
true
you
lighting
do LG in Quake Live, the command, and the LG just like goes a little bit behind. People say it was basically like playing with that.
Yeah. Okay, so and what is surprising me as well is like almost 7th minute. This is the grand final, and it doesn't seem like LeXeR is trying to get the comeback or something. He's not really doing any like I don't know how to say that, like any fast moves, any like risky moves. He's just like playing his like own like semi slow tempo and like hoping to get like some opener or something. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly like I said. So far, it just seems like he was just playing his AVC game and waiting for Chaoticz to make mistakes. He wasn't even grabbing the rail to try and shoot his way back in. He had that opportunity to go for the heavy when it was spawning at the same time as the Mega. He didn't take it, and so he goes back to plan A, trying to get rail.
Yeah, again, it's gonna be hard. But
by the way, was time limit 15 or 10 here?
15. Another like move which is like not the best one from Chaoticz is like when he's controlling the rail and he knows LeXeR is on the rail, he's standing on the bridge, and then after few rockets shot to the rail, he's usually dropping down and then trying to get like this angle from below, right? Which is very hard to hit. I think he should like just stay like on the bridge till the very end.
Yeah, yeah. If the enemy wants to stay there 15 minutes, let him.
That was finally a good LG from LeXeR. He had to just like keep his mouth straight. But yeah.
So hard to come back in the M6. The M6 is a brutal map.
Yeah.
Because there's so few resources.
Okay.
Only few weapons.
That's the first like irrational move. Like something like this I would be expecting back in the days from players when they were losing. So just grab some weapon and try to push in and then repush or something. Which clearly, as we can see, is like not paying off.
Okay.
At least he like...
What?
What? Okay, so either Chaoticz didn't have timing on Mega, or like the move he did was like completely unlogical, because he had LeXeR on 1 HP or 2. He should
Maybe
like...
just didn't have any more LG ammo and decided to play it super safe. That's the only rational thing I can think of.
Yeah.
Because little shotgun blast would have done it.
Yeah, machine gun or whatever, just repeat and kill him. But as you said, I think that's the most logical like reason. Is that Chaoticz just, you know, he's winning 6-1, like heavy is coming up, like, okay, I'm gonna give him Mega, I'm just gonna play it super careful. It's like 8 minutes, so I should be like good for now. Especially that LeXeR doesn't have anything. He has like 100 HP and 50 armor. Crazy. And he's going for heavy. Red. Okay. I'm glad he dodged all the rails. Oh, the dodging is quite brave, to be honest, because the dodging was very like wide, and like it actually made him like very easy target to hit. Whoa! Yeah. That's actually good dodging. And you know, I had a comment under our last video, like somebody asked, like, so there is no dodging in Quake Champions? What does it mean? People stand still when they shoot? No, this is actually dodging. Like, dodging doesn't really exist in Quake Champions. Even though you're moving, you can move forward, you can move backward, you can move to your left, and you can move to your right. But it's not really dodging, because like people hitting everything on you anyway, and it's not because they have got great, like, you know, aim or something. Just the dodging is like not existing in Quake Champions. I don't know how to even explain that if you have better words, but like the dodging in Quake 3 or Quake Live had actually impact on your enemy, like hitting on you. In Quake Champions, not really. Like the movement is a little bit too slow, too smooth, too predictable. Like the dodging doesn't exist. That's why you don't see like crazy dodging from Cooler against Rocket, because every rocket you hit in the radius of like, I don't know, 4 kilometers from your opponent, it will randomly do damage. Sometimes it will do 20, sometimes 80. So it's not even a point of dodging them, you know, because if you try to dodge them, you might end up like getting more damage. Am I right or am I right, Bruno?
You are right.
Oh. Facial.
Well, there was no dodging that.
No. That was Quake Champions dodging. When you try to dodge in Quake Champions, that's what's happening. Okay. Nice. We got the rail, we got the jump from rail to bridge, which is like a standard for a kid who's learning Quake 3 back in the days. The next step is to like get a jump from bridge to rail backwards. Okay, nice rail. And finally a little bit of control for LeXeR and charts. And then he can contest the Mega, I think. Yep. Decent rocket from Chaoticz. Didn't do much though. I really like that LeXeR finally has railgun.
Will he use it?
Yeah.
There it is.
Okay, so he has full control. It's like 9 minutes, so he has 6 minutes. So it's very doable. It's like 5 frags. It's like extremely doable. But I think the game was much more crazy than this. It wasn't like 5 frags in 6 minutes. I think something gonna happen still in this game. I don't remember exactly the game, but I think LeXeR will screw it up soon. Okay, no.
Oh, nice. Did you see how he shot that rail? he was like using zero mouse, and it was like all like he just put the angle and then
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
walked to it.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, back in the days there was few ways of aiming, like in general with your movement or with your mouse, which meant basically flicking. And not really like too much of a combine. I remember how Cooler was really good with LG, and majority of his like LG aim came from movement, not from the mouse like comprehending. Okay, that's surely gonna be a frag. Nice. Okay, so it's 6-3.
Still in full control.
Yeah, still 6 minutes left, so a lot. Okay, he probably gonna get a, yeah, easy. And I feel like Chaoticz is like feeding way too much now, because even if he had this frag on 6-2, he still had 4 frag leads, and then unnecessarily he lost 2 frags. It's like a little, he's doing a little bit worse job than LeXeR did on like not feeding.
Like, even now he didn't have to. Why is he going up a jump pad like this?
What? And
he actually get the kill.
Actually, Chaoticz LG is quite good. Like on a jump pad back in the days in 2002 with a ball mouse. Like look how much he hit. Like LeXeR was 100.
That's 200
Yeah.
stack for like.
And Chaoticz was on jump pad. He hit a lot.
He did 200 damage in like 2 seconds. He was hitting like 60% LG.
Okay, that's why it makes the comeback even more Israel. Not Israel, I mean. Unrealistic. That's the word I was looking for. Okay, so it's 7-4.
Oh.
Okay, gonna be 8-4. Chaoticz has to push for it, right? Okay, he's cutting him off. All right. I think the execution and like the hunger for the frag was like much less back in the days. Now people really try to finish frags because they know that if you're not finishing the frags, it can backfire later on. And it will for Chaoticz. Eventually. On that map. Okay, so LeXeR is in an extremely bad place again. He still doesn't have rail and he does the same again. And Chaoticz is probably on the bridge. Yep. Okay. Okay, and he missed the railgun. That's really bad for him. And he probably gonna give up on the frag now. If I was Chaoticz, I would just rocket jump up. Okay, 8-4 and respawn. Probably a frag for Chaoticz again. 9-4. And this is slipping out of his hands basically. Okay, he shouldn't be fighting here. 10-4.
With 3 minutes to go. 4 minutes to go.
Yep. It's really bad for LeXeR, but he can take this railgun now, I think. Okay. I thought Chaoticz went away. Alright.
This is a very slow game for like the whole first half of it.
Yep.
And then as soon as LeXeR got a kill, the speed of the game just went really fast. 11-4.
Yeah. And 3.5 minutes left, right? Yeah, 3.5 minutes left. Okay, that's when comeback starting, I think. Because like he cannot really fit anymore. It wouldn't be. And now imagine being Chaoticz. Like, how do you throw this? For real?
I don't know.
He probably have still nightmares till this day.
You know, I played Chaoticz in QuakeCon 2014, and guess what map was it that I picked versus him? I picked the because of this story.
Oh my god, you crushed him mentally. Did you mention something about comebacks?
I don't remember. I know DDK was streaming it and talking about the story.
Okay. Okay, so it's 3 minutes and still
That's a nice rocket.
7 frags. And it's gonna be nice rocket, but Chaoticz hit the rail here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice as well. So 3 minutes, 6 frags.
Okay. Very good rocket jump.
Why is Chaoticz here?
I don't know. He probably had tried to do the same.
Expect rocket jump, I guess.
Yeah, he didn't. Yeah. He thought he will go for shotgun or something. Okay. Chaoticz really needs to slow down, and I think now he's trying to slow down, which is he still has a chance for that because it's 5 frags away. So it's still a quite good lead. Yeah, hitting some rocket. Oh, that's a good rail. That's a very crucial rail, actually. It allows him to push now. And he has like full control. He also has a yellow armor, so it's really bad for Chaoticz. If he goes like really deep into defense, it will create even more problems later on for him. Like, he's very easy target to kill now. It's like few HP now. And see, LeXeR is, well, LeXeR making comeback, so he has to chase.
Just under 2 minutes now, 4 frags.
Yep. Okay, Chaoticz needs to stay there and try to defend this. Yeah, yellow, but he left. So he's putting himself in trouble. Like, he's really putting himself in trouble, like on his own fault, because I don't think that's the time where you go like in deep defense.
Yeah, you can't go super passive. Because now he only has the rail, right? He has nothing else to defend himself with, no stack.
He doesn't even have armor. He has 0 armor.
Okay, that's a good rocket. Oh, what a rail.
See, he's dying from 1 rail.
How much did rail do? How much damage did it do?
100?
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit. That is so much.
Yeah. I think they only changed it in Quake Live. Okay.
Oh my god. And now it's
Charge.
90 seconds, 2 frags.
And see,
Chaoticz
like...
has no idea of any item.
And LeXeR is running them up much better than Chaoticz. He's repeating the routes he's taking, but like he's doing it in a good way because like there is not much armor on the map. So he always takes red armor, then he rocket jumps. He gets like the yellow. He gets mega and then shards. Like it's a perfect rotation and he understands it. But it's only 1 minute left. And now Chaoticz is probably shitting his pants. Because it's a grand final. It's 1 minute to go for him to win and it's 2 frags down.
Yeah, if that is me, I just grab LG and I go to the yellow jump pad.
Same.
Oh,
Okay. Okay. What? 15 frags? If Chaoticz finish this frag, it will be GG.
If I'm casting, I'm like, okay, GG, Chaoticz
Yeah.
managed to close it out.
Yeah,
even without getting the frag, because it's actually harder now for LeXeR to come back than it would be if he actually died.
Yeah, because he will respawn with full stack. Yeah. And what I really like is like this clock on the right, because it's like with milliseconds, and I remember these milliseconds were very important in this map. For real.
That is a great push by Chaoticz.
Still 2 frags, and LeXeR is in deep trouble, health and armor wise. Whoa, that was good. That was in frag movies, I remember.
What a shot! Look at all of the movement. Is like, he just knew he was gonna hit that shot, and they just.
And how are you Chaoticz standing there being railable? Okay, that was 1 second until the.
When it was on.
Okay, now.
To be honest, it was like only 2 seconds early.
What? Oh my god! What?
But he spawns there. Oh,
Jeez. GG.
Okay, look, Chaoticz can still come back in.
Yeah, maybe this will be enough of motivation for Chaoticz to finally do some moves and play the game again.
Oh man, that is soul crushing.
Isn't Chaoticz taking mega now? Okay, LeXeR's playing defensive.
As
What?
Should, I mean.
Oh no! And he stored the HP, dude. What? What?
Wow. He hit 40% rail.
Oh my god, that's a good.
Rail.
That's a good accuracy. Like back in the days, that's really good accuracy. 27 is also not that bad for 2002 in Quake 3. Okay,
is this actually 2002 though?
Yeah. And it feels like people played very similar in 2008, for example.
Yeah, that's why I think it's not 2002. It's got to be like at least 1 or 2 years later.
No, it was, which makes it very impressive, especially that the Quake 3 was existing only for some years. But also like 23 yellow armors, 14 red, like 7 mega, yeah. Damage given, damage received. So much more damage by Chaoticz. Like 700 is a lot. Anyway, I really think, honestly, that was the greatest comeback ever in Quake, and we had many frag movies about it. Like, some of them are very funny. And like that was the game which I was rewatching and rewatching and rewatching, and I think it came to the point um, in my life when I was like 12 or something. If you would wake me up in the middle of the night, I would play the game from LeXeR POV like for that 15 minutes straight. I would remember exactly where he first spawned, what he did, that he like went straight away for Mega, went back to KLG, get like the shards, then went for yellow, then dropped second level, then rushed for the mid, and like I was remembering it all. Like and I had few demos like this. I remember. That's how much like actually that's how much I'm now thinking like to myself how much work it took from the newcomers back then to become good at this game. You had to like learn the demo, download it. Like I had to download it in Internet Club, like copy it on my USB stick. There was no even USB sticks. There was like these discs, like removable discs. I would take it to my home because I didn't have internet, and I was like rewatch. I was rewatching it for like hours and hours. Like I don't imagine like such. I don't think people have like so much of motivation and like they can sacrifice so much now. And also like similar story with Rafa. He said like when he was traveling somewhere like during the weeks where he didn't have like internet, he was going there with full pack of demos and he was just like grinding through the demos. Like I don't
Yeah,
think you
nowadays
have an yeah
it's way easier to get access to this. It's way easier to improve. Basically, you have so many resources available. If you want to see the best player in the world play, you just go onto Rafa and look at his VODs, and he's streaming everything. You can
yeah
look at all of these amazing games through it. Like even 15 years ago, we didn't even have YouTube.
yeah yeah yeah. I remember first YouTube games I was rewatching like and analyzing when it was in 2007, something like this. And I remember back in the days the one of the very first like games, and it wasn't even Quake. I remember I loved to rewatch Vu against Fatality in Painkiller, even though I didn't really play Painkiller. And like nowadays when I look for it, it's like on YouTube it's in extremely low quality first of all,
Yeah, 180p, dude.
and then it's in 4:3 with like a black bars on the sides. But like I enjoyed it back then, and everything was great. So I really don't see as much desire now, and like I think like I think if there was like I don't know, I think many of the people who were great in Quake and they are like old now, they still will be good like in the any kind of new game if they were young again, because like that the work ethic and the motivation was much higher back then, I think. Anyway, that's it for you guys today, and I think that was the one of the greatest classics, and we're gonna keep coming with more. As always, like please like subscribe to our channel because it actually gives us like good motivation, and like I'm positive with your feedback, and I really love to read your comments. And as always, if you got any idea of some classics, because it's really hard for me to remember them, I think we should definitely at some point try to find at least some good quality Vu against Fatality game in Painkiller, because that was a classic, like Toxic against Fatality as well as a very similar story. And also like definitely some Evil Rafa like finals. I think those were like the most watched like Quake Live games and finals, because they were quite recent. Like the level was insane and the games were great. Maybe some IEMs, like cool IEMs games, like that was also good. Also try to comment under this video, because the commenting like gives us bigger reach, and like it's always welcome, and we're gonna try to answer on that. Thanks Bruno for joining me again.
Thank you for having me.